What's up, everyone? I am live. Hi there, I'm Rebecca. You are watching Rebecca the Reseller. Thanks for joining me today for a live video. It is Thursday at 1 p.m. That's when I go live. And today is a hot topic, I feel like. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, people talk about bread and butter brands all the time. And it's one of those things that maybe we love to hate. Like, we want to sell better stuff, but at the end of the day, we sell a lot of bread and butter items, but I don't think they're all created equally. I think that there are definitely some strategies that you can employ to do better with selling bread and butter items. And I think that there's a way to work more smartly and more efficiently. And there's certain bread and butter brands that I think do better than others. So that's what today is all about. I was going to do this as like a separate video that wasn't a live, but I actually really wanted to have this as a topic and see what everybody thinks. So as usual, for those that are new here, this is a live stream. There's a chat going on, but I'm going to go through all the content right now. So if that way that's all you want to pay attention to, then you can watch that and then stop watching for the chat. But then I really like the part that comes after my little spiel, which is chatting with everyone and finding out, what do you have to say about this? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? And then on today's topic, what do you think about these bread and butter brands? So we're getting some people filing in. Hi to everyone that's here. I will get to the chat shortly, but let's go ahead and dive in. There are two housekeeping things I want to start with while I have you. The first is I got a huge influx of inventory. If you don't know, I sell reseller inventory boxes, and when I get a lot in, which is more than I can manage myself, given all the different projects that I do, I make them available to you in reseller boxes. My Poshmark closet for that is at the reseller shop. That's the closet name, and you can purchase a reseller box there. I'm literally looking at stacks and stacks of them, so help get them out of my house. The bread and butter one is at my buy cost. I don't make any money on it. I just want to get items moved out of my house. So if you want one of those, go check those out. The other thing is I am going to share a very special project coming up this weekend. On Sunday is when my email will go out. I usually send 2 to 4 emails a month, and I have a lot of really good content in there. And then when anything special is going on, I release it there first. So there's a link down in the description. If you want to sign up for my email list, you'll get a free Poshmark strategies checklist just for signing up. And then you'll get the really cool info that comes definitely this Sunday. And again, maybe 2 to 4 times a month. So now let's talk about 3 things we're going to cover about bread and butter brands. 1, a ranked countdown for bread and butter brands that I love selling the most. That's where we're going to start. The second thing is going to be why I love selling bread and butter brands and some advantages. And then the third area is going to be some tips that I put together on selling bread and butter brands. So let's jump right in. Shouldn't take me too long, then we'll get into the chat. So ranked countdown from, I don't know how many there are. I should have counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. I should have thought of an extra one. I didn't count. So there's 9. I'm going to go from the one I like selling the least to the one I like selling the most. I'm not going to talk about why right now. We'll get into that in the why section. Number 1, so my least liked one of the ones that I like selling, Ann Taylor. Number 8, so we're counting down to the best one. 8, Talbots. 7, J. Jill. 6, Chico's. 7, Banana Republic. I'm going backwards. 9, 8, 7, 6. Banana Republic was 5. Did I say that? Oh my God, I'm the worst at numbers. 5, Banana Republic. I should have put numbers on here. 4, J. Crew. 3, Athleta. 2, Zara. Zara. I don't know. Zara. And number 1, my most favorite brand to sell that is bread and butter brands that I like selling the most. I don't know if anybody's got a guess on it. White House Black Market for the win. Okay, so that's the ranked. I'm feisty today, guys. I'm a little bit uppity. I have been recording videos all day for my secret project. I'm like in rare form. So it should definitely not allow me on the internet in states like this. So that's the ranked list. So let me know what you think about that in the chat. Again, keeping in mind that there are people watching the replay. I want to keep going with the content. Why do I like selling these brands or some more than others? Why are some not on this list? It's very possible that I just forgot about it. So there's that too. So ask me about one if you're thinking of one specifically, but mostly because you can list a bread and butter brand pretty quickly. And if you get the right kind and it's a new and recent style, it can sell pretty quickly. There's a reason for all of that, which we'll get into, but I can list a White House Black Market speedy, because I know exactly what to do to make the best kind of listing for White House Black Market. And it's so quick. I don't have to do a lot of research or any lengthy research. I don't even really check comps anymore for any of these brands. And I have an idea of what I want for it. I have an idea of what it's worth. I have an idea of what works based on my pricing structure, so I can list it quickly. And if it's new, it can sell pretty quickly. Now, another reason why I like it is because people generally know their size when it comes to a bread and butter brand, because it's a brand that they're familiar with. So these are like the next two tips. It's not a big buying decision because they buy it all the time. They might all the time buy and tailor for work. And so it's not a major catastrophe of should I get it? Shouldn't I get it? Is it going to fit? Isn't it going to fit? Am I going to like it? Like, if they bought Ann Taylor before, they'll buy Ann Taylor again. They know their size. They know how it fits. They know the quality. There's not a lot of surprises. It's kind of like an easy buy for them. Therefore, it's an easy sell for you. One of the main reasons why I like and ranked, I would say from Chico's on up. So my 9, 8, 7. So my sixth one to the first one of ones I liked the most: Chico's, Banana Republic, J. Crew, Athleta, Zara, White House Black Market. These ones specifically I like because you can easily find the stock photos. Like, it's so easy. I know exactly what number. I know exactly where the number's located. I know if I type in White House Black Market 570, bing, 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 it's going to pop up 9 times out of 10, or maybe 8.7 times out of 10, it's gonna be there, especially if it's a newer tag, newer label. And so for me, doing that quick research first is almost the most important thing, because I don't have to come up with a title. I don't have to come up with a description, because I can just go and see what it actually is. I don't have to think of a million keywords because White House Black Market already told me what it is. And so that's amazing and saves so much time. So when you get in the rhythm of that and know to expect that and can work that into your listing system, you can jam out those listings like the best of them. And usually, like right now, I have a bunch of random stuff on here. But the other day I did batch listing, which I haven't done in a while. I usually like to do like 5 to 10 per day and just get in and get out per day. But the other day I wanted to clear room this week for this big project that I'm working on. So I didn't want to do anything else but work on this project, except for come and be live with you guys. And it's literally like the only other thing this week that I did, except for one other reseller chat. Everything else I completely cleared my schedule for. So I wanted to get all my photos done last Sunday. I did 35 photos, enough for 5 per day. Bing, bang, boom, I was done. But like 8 of them were White House Black Market, and they were all in a row. I didn't batch them by dress or top or pants or anything like that. I batched them by White House Black Market, Zara, whatever. That way I knew the day that I did the photos, it wouldn't really matter, but it was, whatever the photo process was, but the listing was going to go super fast because I would already have my Google window up. I would already have the White House Black Market 570, and all I'd have to do is change those last numbers, find the photo, find what it's called, find the description, see what keywords they say. Bada bing, bada boom, you have a listing. And so, so phlegmy, you guys. Oh my God, my allergies are bonkers still. So stock photos, keywords, title, description, so easy to find. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like, you could do it half asleep at this point with some of these ones because it's just that easy. And so that's really the main reason, because I find that White House Black Market, Zara, Athleta, J. Crew, and Banana Republic, and Chico's, those 6 of this list, I can easily find those stock photos for. However, I like selling J. Jill, especially linen things. This doesn't seem to be a secret. If you've been around the reseller community any amount of time, you know a J. Jill linen piece, especially in a larger size in the summer, is going to be a winner. But I can never find stock photos for J. Jill. Like, even if it's a new with tags, J. Jill piece. Half the time I still can't find a stock photo for it. So I've given up trying. I just don't even bother. Same with Talbots and Ann Taylor. You can find a stock photo sometimes by the keywords, in my opinion. I mean, based on my experience, if you're like an Ann Taylor stock photo wizard, please share your magical stardust with me, because for me, J. Jill Talbots and Ann Taylor, I can never find stock photos for them. What I can do is maybe go to Poshmark, type in some keywords, and see if anyone else has done the hours-long research to find the stock photo, and then I just snag their photo. So that's that. So that's why those three are at the bottom of that list, because I can never find stock photos. If you can't find the stock photo, then oftentimes you may not be able to actually find what it is called or any keywords that someone else came up with. You have to do it yourself, which is fine. I can do it. You know, J. Jill, pull on, elastic waist, linen, wide leg, white, pants, perfect resort wear for the summer, blah, blah. I mean, you can bang out that listing in 2 seconds. Doesn't require a lot of effort and research. And so I think sometimes for people that have a hard time listing, so we talked about this in a prior live, like listing faster and ways to just keep it moving. Don't overanalyze this stuff. Don't recreate the wheel. Don't make it a major project. Just say what the item is. When you do that with bread and butter brands, it's that much easier, in my opinion. The last thing of why I like it is because the tag or the dates on the tag can tell you if it's a more recent style. So if you're someone like me who doesn't really care about style, doesn't know, doesn't read every fashion blog, doesn't know all the trends, like I do try, but really, you know, it's hopeless. With me, is like I'm the worst fashion reseller known to man as far as knowing styles go. And so because of that, I can rely on the tag of J. Crew every time to tell me that it came from spring of 2020 or spring of 2014. You can also tell by the kind of tag it is, but sometimes the tag goes for more than one season. So right now, I can't remember, is it J. Crew with the black tag with the scripty J. Crew is the newest one, I think. I always get them mixed up. And then I think before that it was J. Crew black, but it was print. If you get a white tag or a green tag, that's like old news. You know, Lily Pulitzer, I mean, that's not necessarily bread and butter, but you know, she's got different color tags. Banana Republic, the square black tag, I think is the newest one. I haven't really looked in a while, but you can tell from the pieces, like not on this list because I'm not a big American Eagle seller, but I would classify as a bread and butter brand, and some people really like selling it. I don't that much, but American Eagle has, oh my God, American Eagle has the spring of whatever kind of thing on there, or maybe it says, haven't picked one up in a while, May of 2017 or whatever. It has the actual dates on there. So again, if you're somebody that has a hard time with style but wants to sell things that are more current, the tag will tell you. And so that's great for you because it will just give you an extra added bonus. Also, if you're someone that buys items, want to sell them yourself, but maybe if it doesn't sell, or maybe you go to the bins, you buy things, and then you go to a buy, sell, trade store, they are supposed to only be buying things that are from the recent 2 years, maybe, or 5 years, or whatever it is. So if you take something to Style Encore or Plato's Closet, and it's one of these kinds of brands that has the date and it's old, they're not going to take it. So if you are specifically buying things to potentially offload in that way, whether you sell it yourself first, if it doesn't sell, then you take it to a buy, sell, trade store, or you try to quick flip it there first, don't buy things that are old because they're not going to take them, because the whole point of them is to take the most current styles. So that's, I need a drink, sorry. Taking my allergy medicine, it's like not working. Okay, so tips. So let's talk about some tips, then we'll hop in the chat because I can't wait to see. It's like going crazy. Can't wait to see what everybody's saying. So tips. Don't pick up the outlet version or the factory version if you can help it of any of these brands. I just don't bother. You know, I mean, if you get it in a box, you order a bulk whatever or something, or you get it at the bins, maybe you don't mind, but I don't think selling the factory version, unless maybe it's a new with tags item, is really the way to go. Go with the main one, focus on that, and don't worry about the factory. Usually you can tell because it has 2 dots, 3 dots, 2 diamonds, whatever. It says factory, it says outlet, these kinds of things. I don't bother with those. Only sell items that have a high, on that too, if you sell to ThredUp, which I do, they do classify between regular and factory. So if you send in J.Crew regular or J.Crew factory, they're going to price it differently, and the factory is like way, way low. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't deal with it anymore, because I can't even send it to ThredUp. So that's just a little point on that. Only sell items that have a higher inherent value, like dresses, blazers, jumpsuits, jackets, sweaters, fabric things like linen and cashmere, maybe silk. Yes, so right now, if you said, hey, Rebecca, I have 500 White House Black Market items and you can have them for 50 cents a piece, but they're all little tank tops, little short sleeve tops, I would turn you down. I would turn you down because I would not want that. I do not want to sell a little tank top, little cami, little short sleeve shirt, little run of the mill thing that everybody has. If it's an older White House Black Market tag, I don't want to sell it. You know, be mindful of that it's current, that there's inherent value in the item type it is that you're selling. So I only sell White House Black Market dresses, possibly a sweater, a blazer. I'm going to send a ThredUp because I hate selling blazers. But I'd sell a jacket, or I would sell a dress. I sold a jumpsuit the other day. I posted this on Instagram. I don't know if I would easily be able to find it, but yes, I sold in the last 2 days. I sold 5 White House Black. This was like the little pic collage. 5 White House Black Market items, all for, what did I write in here? Because whatever I wrote in here, so I didn't write a price point, but they were all like $25 and $30 sales. Like, it's just White House Black Market. But the way I did the listing, they sold super fast within 2 days. And I sold so many of them within the last 2 days. It was crazy. They were all new tag, though, not new with tag. And they were all jumpsuit, sweater, dress, something of inherent value that is going to be something that someone is seeking out, something that is going to carry a heavier or more expensive ASP, average sales price. Those are the kinds of things you want to go for. And Taylor cashmere every time that I can get my hands on an Ann Taylor cashmere. It sells every time for good money. So there's probably a lot of those kinds of combinations, like a J.Crew outerwear, yes. J.Crew blazer, yes. Chico's outerwear, yes. Athleta, yeah, kind of all the things, pretty much Athleta I like selling. Maybe not shorts or like a sports bra, not worth it. Maybe a tank top, not worth it. But like Athleta, any skirt, shorts, borderline, long sleeve top, cardigan, jacket, yes. Things like that. Zara jackets, absolutely. So things that have inherent value of those brands will still have value and are worth your time. One thing that I've really been instituting lately is, if I am at the thrift store, which is few and far between right now, but if I were, what I would do is, because they all have easy style numbers and style photos. One, if they don't have it, they don't have the tag that has the style number, I'm not going to buy it. That's rule number 1. But number 2, I'm at the point in my reselling career where I'm like, I think I've told this before, I'm like, I'm the little old lady that cuts in line in the bathroom because she's 80 years old and she's like, I'm over it. I have to pee. The heck with all of you people. I'm going to the front of the line. What are you going to do? Kill me? Like, I'm 80. And so I'm that lady when it comes to reselling kinds of things, where it's like, if it wastes too much of my time, or if it's not worth my time, I'm over it. I'm finished. I'm cutting to the head of the line. So I'm checking the style number first. And if I can find a stock photo and the information at the thrift store, I'll buy it. If I can't, I won't buy it, because that's how I want to sell these items. Quick, easy, with the information that they intended for that item. That's how I want to find it. So, and that's how I want to sell it. So I can check for stock photos, keywords, and description through the style number before I even buy it. Tip, this is maybe just for me. I don't want to sell dress pants. Like, I really don't want to sell dress pants like anymore. Like maybe Diane von Furstenberg. Like that's it. Like I don't want to sell any dress pants. So I'm not picking up White House Black Market dress pants or Zara dress pants or Banana Republic dress pants. I don't want the Sloan fit. I don't want to know about the Drew fit, or is that limited? Like I don't want any of those guys. No, no, no. No Martin fit. No Martin fit in my closet anymore. You could totally still sell them. I'm sure that people are buying them. I just have never had good luck selling pants in general, let alone your basic bread and butter brands pants. So I'm finished with them. I'm not doing it. And then I put in season and then clearance it out. So for the same reason why I want to get the new tag White House Black Market or J. Crew or whatever, or Athleta, same reason why I'm going after those new and recent ones. If I buy them and now we've gone to where they're the old thing, there's not much chance that they're going to sell them. I mean, they might, and they might sell for okay money, but I don't want to chance it. So what I'm going to do is, if I've held on to it, now I've gotten word that White House Black Market changed their tag. Guess what? Whatever White House Black Market I have, I'm going to try to bring to the buy sell trade store immediately and try to get rid of it, or put it in a lot by size on Facebook Marketplace and get rid of it immediately, because I don't want to then be sitting on this item when its glory days have passed. So I don't want to. Life is too short. I don't want to be stuck with all these things. And so I feel like for those of us that don't mind selling bread and butter brands, and granted, I strive to sell other, like this is a nice new with tags Everlane, and this is a piece apart. Like I'm trying to sell better stuff over here, but I'm never going to snub my nose at a good Zara dress that's quality, or a good jacket, or a nice J. Crew piece or blazer. You know, I'm just not going to do it, because I know that there's value in it. I know there's a market for it, and I'm not too good for that. But I am too good for all of the, you know, little cap sleeve tops, you know, and the Sloan fit dress. But like, I am too good for that these days. My time is worth more than that. I value what I do more than selling that pair of pants. And if that's controversial or rude or snotty or whatever, you know, I'll take it, because life is too short for me to be farting around with the Sloan fit. I'm telling you. And if that's what you like to do and that works well for you, I am not judging you. For me, that is not what I want to do. Okay, last little bit here. Sell along with higher end items 2 kinds of cash flow. These are my notes, you know, half worded here. So I'm trying to sell better stuff. I want my ASP to be high. I want something that will sell for $50 or whatever. I'm trying to up level what I'm doing. But at the same time, I recognize that those items might sell slower. And so if that's all you're doing, eventually you'll catch up with yourself and you'll have your regular sales of all these home runs and everything will be fine. But it's nice to have quick flip, cash flow, bread and butter kinds of sales. That cash flow is nice to have, that I could buy something for $1 or $3, flip it for, you know, 25, quick flip, fast sale, easy to list. Yes, please. Sure thing, right? And then you can also make use of the cash flow of the longer tail, longer chance to sell, find the right buyer, designer, whatever thing. So I like having both. A little both on everything these days, it seems. I like thrifted and boutique. I like doing reselling and sell reseller boxes. I like having higher end and lower end. You know, I like both. It's always both. And then the last note is your buy cost. We all shop in different ways. I'm not judging, but I am not paying more than $3 for these kinds of bread and butter items. I'm not doing it. I mean, if there's I have paid up for like a coat, you know, like a Zara coat, handmade, nice cut. I can find a stock photo of it. Looks really good. Maybe a J. Crew coat, something that's really valuable. then I'd pay up a little bit. But for the most part, the regular just clothing, jumpsuit, dress, these kinds of things, I want to pay $1 to $3 for them. I'm not paying up for anything White House Black Market. No. Even though I love selling it. And even if I think it could do really well, I would think twice really hard about it if it was more than like a $3 buy cost. So I think, for some people, you might be like, oh, I love selling bread and butter items, but yet you're paying too much for them. You're selling them for too little because you're not necessarily buying the things that have inherent value. You could run yourself into trouble that way. So if you can be a little bit smarter with it, you can rise above to the cream of the crop of bread and butter selling and capitalize on all of that. So that's everything I had in my notes. So let's move on to the chat and see what everybody's up to. Hi, Beth. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I've been seeing you chit chat in the chat. So thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. The pink Jeep. Yes, love that. Hi from Texas. Hi from Orlando. Good to see you. That's awesome. Texas. Amethyst Heart. Yes, you've been here a couple times. Hi there from Texas as well. Good to see you. Okay, so they're going to talk about Houston, north of Houston. Okay, that's good. Fran, sunny Orlando. What's up? The land of the sun. So actually, we've had some nice sun. It's going to be really nice this week, like 91. Hello. But my retention pond is bone dry. Like we need rain, big time. We need rain. It's starting to grow grass in the community retention pond. There's no fish in there. I mean, there's definitely no alligators in there, but there's not, it's bone dry. So we need some serious rain. And working from home and not having to do the commute anymore, I don't mind if it rains because I'm just home in my snugglies. If I want to sit and snuggle my dog and have a cup of tea and take a break, I'm going to do that in a rainstorm. Whereas before, when I used to work at, a traditional job and I had to drive home at 4:30 when it was pouring cats and angels outside, I'm like, no, sorry, no. Okay, Amethyst. Oh, awesome. You're inside the loop. Okay, I don't know. That's a Houston thing, I guess. Beth says, oh, I wish I was, okay, more Houston. I'm not going to read all that because that's just kind of whatever. Beth, I have never picked up White House Black Market. Food for thought. Oh my gosh. I think the very first item that I ever sold on Poshmark was a White House Black Market. I've shared what on my Instagram a while ago, what my very first sale was ever. I'm pretty sure it was a White House Black Market skirt. It said EUC in the title. We all learn things. But I loved White House Black Market. And there was a time where it sold okay, and then it didn't at all. But now going back, thinking about it, because now I love selling it again and it sells again. I think I just didn't know. I think I was just picking up any White House Black Market piece. I think I was doing all the things wrong that I now have hanging here. I've learned about that. I put these tips down in, my 5 years in, let me tell you what I know thing. I think that I was doing it all wrong before. And so I blamed it on the brand, but it wasn't the brand. It was me. Me. I need to look inside myself. So yes, Beth, challenge to you. Go find a White House Black Market, but observe the tips. Inherent value. New tag. The new tag is long rectangle with all caps, not the little short one like this that's black, that or white. That's like case sensitive. That's a no-no. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, so more of that, more of that. I'm sorry, I don't want to get into, I don't want to. Hi, Rebecca, finally made it to alive. Pinching, lucky, pennies 01. Yes, I'm so happy to see you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Nita J, hi, y'all. Wow, big Texas fandangle in the house. That's awesome. Let's see. I feel left out. I'm in SoCal. Everybody's from Texas. That is funny. California. Okay. This is why I'm in general not a big live person, because all the I know that it's fun for you guys in the chat when you're trying to manage it. It's all, it's just local stuff. I've always wanted to, okay. Trying to follow along at work. I am Frankie Spines from sunny Orlando. Yes, Fran, I've recognized your name. I think on Instagram, Frankie Spines, and then, or maybe on Poshmark, you might have purchased something for me, because it's all kind of starting to meld together now that I've seen that name before. So thank you for joining. Dave's Digs. Hey peeps, how you doing? You've been here before. Everybody's getting to know each other. Here we go. I have an Athleta long sleeve dress and I can't get it moved to save my life. Is it an older tag? When is it from? Do you have a stock photo? Do your photos look really good of it? Because some of the Athleta dresses are ruched on the side. They don't look nice. Like it's hard to show what it looks like. Nice. So then I found, let me see. I just listed an Athleta dress. And so I was able to do the stock photo, but see, you could see the ruching on the side, but when I do my photos, looks terrible, right? So I lead with what they're trying to sell it as. And so I brighten mine up. It's navy blue. It's a long sleeve ruched dress. Like it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look flattering. So if someone already had that dress and they were just looking to replace it or get another one in another color, you know, you're doing okay here. But if you don't have the stock photo, a dress like that would be hard to do. And if it wasn't Athleta, I don't know that I would list it, honestly, because I'm at that point where it's like, I know it isn't going to look good. If you have a mannequin, you know, maybe it would look a little bit better. I don't know if you do or don't, but see what you can do to analyze that listing a little bit and see what you can do to make it, you know, more enticing. Athleta dresses move super slowly for me unless they're plus size or a really recent piece, but overall I love selling the brand. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We're all going to have our favorites. We can find different things. We've over time learned and collected different tips and tricks with each brand. So it is nice to share all of that. And like I say, yes, recent pieces would do better. Plus size in Athleta, yes, can get some traction. Oh, we bumped. So that's awesome. Athleta is slow for me. Maybe I'm pricing it too high. Could be. Though I'll tell you, I think you guys might know, I did a huge order right at the beginning of the year in time for like everybody's trying to get fit. They have all their wellness goals. And so I ordered a big order from swap.com, individual pieces, not a lot, of new with tags and some new without tags. Athleta, Lululemon, Fabletics, all athleisure wear, all athletic wear. And I've sold almost all of it. I've sold almost all of it because it was the right time. I found the stock photos. I described them well. I called them what they were. And I made money on all of them. There's a few pieces. There's an Athleta jacket, which I did price high. So perhaps that's why. And I think like 2 dresses, but they were also older as well. But when you order on swap.com, you can't know these things. And so I could have sent them back because swap.com offers like hassle-free returns. You just go on, click, 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 return it, ship it on off. So I could have returned them, but I didn't. I probably should have. And now having said all of this, I probably would have, because it's not worth sitting on it when it may or may not ever sell for what you need it to sell for. And I'm not an affiliate for swap.com, but I do have a referral down below. If you use my code, you get 40% off coupon code, and I get 40% off coupon code. And while I haven't placed an order in a while because I haven't had time, I love when you guys sign up using my link, because then I have all these 40% off codes and I save them in my favorites on my phone. And then when I'm ready to shop, I just use a code from you guys, and I love it. And I'm always thinking, I'm like, yay, thank you for this code. So I would love it if you would use my link. What do we got? Nope, no dress pants for me either. Beth, I knew I liked you. You're talking my language. No dress pants. Beth, Rebecca, do pre-owned dress from these brands sell for you? I don't think I could find those at a price that I would make much money on. Goodwill cost $8 is too high for pre-owned. So yeah, I mean, the problem with going to a retail Goodwill type store is that they think, because it's a brand we know, that it's a brand that's going to like sell really well. Because like I would also say like Ralph Lauren or Calvin Klein, I would also consider those bread and butter, because you can find them at the department store. I don't think they're anything special. And so Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren as examples, even though they weren't on my list because they're not my favorites to sell, because you can't find good stock photos, or at least I can't. They price them at like $12.99 and $9.99, like crazy prices, because it's a recognizable brand. They know that people want to buy those things, and so they're going to charge you more which is like ridiculous. So as far as just generally dresses, ours are $7.49 at the Goodwill retail. I really try not to spend full price on a dress unless it's like a designer or something really high end. I can't even remember the last time I've been to the regular Goodwill, let alone what I might have paid, that price for. But I will tell you, there is not one brand on this list that I would pay $7.49 for of a dress. I would pay it maybe for a J. Crew jacket or maybe a Zara really nice coat, or an Ann Taylor coat or cashmere. But pretty much all the brands on this list, I'm not paying $8, $7.49, even half price of $7.49 is whatever, 3 something. I wouldn't pay that. Well, maybe if it was outerwear, I would pay that. But for a dress, I probably wouldn't. I would not. Nope. So it's up to you and what you can find price-wise and how you find it, what you think you can sell it for. But like for me, a White House black market dress, no comps, no checking, pre-owned, goes up in my store for $50 with free shipping. Because based on my business model, I'm offering free shipping on anything $50 or more. I know that even with that, I can do a little bit of a discount on it, send out an offer to likers, even with free shipping, and still sometimes end up with $20 and $30. That's fine for White House black market because it took me 2 seconds to list. Like, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to get $50 for it. I mean, if somebody wants to buy it at $50, they're more than welcome to. Like this one jumpsuit the other day. Oh man, hold on. Let me show you. Oh, and a Banana Republic dress I sold the other day. J. Crew blazer. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about selling these things, but they have to be the right things. Where is it? Okay, White House black market. So you can't see it. So it's just a jumpsuit, right? But it sold within a day. I had it listed for $50 with free shipping. I guess I sent out an offer. So less Poshmark fee is $8. So I had discounted shipping on it. It sold for $40. So what is that? 20% off with discounted shipping. So it sold for $40, less Poshmark fee of $8, shipping discount. My net earnings were $29.54. My buy cost on that was $4. And that's because that came in one of my bulk purchases. So $4 into $29 in one day with a quick list, because it's White House black market, didn't have to come up with any keywords. I already saw what it was. Yes, all day long. All day long. So $8 is too high, Beth. That's what I think. Here we go, another one. Our thrifts have dresses no lower than $7.49. Right, exactly. So that's what ours is. Honestly, I have a hard time selling dresses. I have quite a few and get the likes, but no sales. I mean, what is it too old? Is it too old of a style? I mean, right now, maxi dresses, halter, midi dresses, things that are more flowy, bodycon, no, tight fitting, no, none of that stuff. So check, what kind of tag is it? What kind of style is it? And nobody's been going anywhere. Nobody's been going anywhere. There's been no events. But in my mind, it's all coming. It's all on the horizon. And people want to spend their money now. The people that are not having a hard time, there's a contingent of people out there like us who were able to continue to work through this. My husband did not lose his job. He was still making his decent amount of money. I was able to make more money than I've ever made from home, even while homeschooling. But we couldn't go anywhere to spend our money. And we weren't going to any events with a purpose to purchase clothing. Though I was buying all the Lululemon because I'm like, if I'm going to wear yoga pants, I might as well have the very best. But the pent up demand is real. It is going to be unleashed. I think that this summer is going to be amazing because people are going to either be doing things over the summer because they're just now getting vaccinated and what have you. Things are opening up. Plus it's summer. They're outside, whatever. Then you have the fall with all the weddings and winter graduations and, you know, all kinds of events and things that people are going to be so excited to have and can't wait to go and buy a new dress for, plus may have to because they, you know, gained a lot of weight during the pandemic. And so it's all coming. And so have all those dresses listed. They may not have sold yet, but they might. They just might, because I think it's going to get crazy. Beth Tillman. Maybe at a yard sale I could find those here. I have to drive north to the bins in some other county. Yeah, I mean, I you know, dresses were always hard at the bins for me. You did find them, but I wouldn't say that I found the most of them. But I also hate going through the racks at Goodwill in the dresses because they have them up so high that it hurts. Like my arms get so sore going through the racks because they're up so high. And it's like, I guess I don't have that kind of muscle. I don't know. It's like, I hated going. Plus there's packed so tight that you can't see what you have. Thrift store problems. Deb Ladata, hashtag mom boss. Hey ladies, good to see you. We are going to get a lot of rain here in the Midwest. Oh, well, send some our way because we need it. I mean, we'll be getting it because that's just what happens around here soon, but we definitely need it. Beth Tillman, have you, okay, Houston talk. Used to manage at a White House black market and Chico's, because that's right. If you don't know, they're the same company. I loved it because I know the product. So that's awesome. So do you have any insights, any tips, any best sellers, any things we should keep in mind having the inside scoop? That's so interesting. I love it. I used to love that. Actually, I don't think I ever shopped at the regular one because there were always outlets. So like here in Orlando, I shopped at the White House Black Market outlet. Like that was my job because it was just awesome. I love, I mean, I'm the perfect person for White House Black Market because like I'll throw in a blue and I maybe will throw in an orange and that's about it. Otherwise it's white or black or gray for me. I have found a lot of Chico's at estate sales. Yep, that would make sense. Very easy flips. Yeah, and I used to love selling Chico's larger sizes, but since then I do feel like it is, you know, there's a lot. And so I'm super picky with Chico's as far as outerwear, things like that, packable things that you can use those kinds of keywords and stuff. So yeah. Fran, hi, Rebecca. I'm so loving your Thread Up Club. Yay! Getting ready to redo my whole closet thanks to you. Well, that is awesome. I don't know if you mean your personal closet or your Poshmark closet. Probably your Poshmark closet. Maybe you're watching some closet reviews or things like that. But I'm really glad that you're getting a kick out of the Thread Up Club. For those that don't know, I have a course on Poshmark boutique selling, and I have a course which is a club called Thread Up Club. The links are down below, and it's all of my real-time ongoing information about selling on Thread Up and how I'm still making buckets of money over there and how you can too. Let me know if you have any questions about that. And thank you for joining it. I appreciate that. Beth, no, I sourced at Family Thrift Outlet in Plano when I was visiting. Okay, that's Texas Talk. Sorry, guys. Tons out of state. I think I've been to like, count on one finger how many estate sales I've been to, like one, and that's it. I just never, I don't know. I guess maybe because you never knew what you were going to find. And so to drive all around, because I only sell clothing, I'm not trying to find all this other cockamamie stuff in people's houses. I just never felt like it was a good use of my time. I don't know. Maybe I should go make a video about it. Yes, 3 pieces, Chico's velour outfit for cheap at a yard sale estate. Sold that quick. I believe it for sure. Sonia, hello, Sonia. Hi, hi. Athleta, but I have it in, that's the Athleta, so the one that I showed. That's so funny, but you have it in heathered gray. That's hysterical. I probably, when I did, because I did do research on that to try to find the stock photo, because when I put in the number, either it didn't come up or they were all the different, I don't know what happened, but I did go on Poshmark looking for something else and I saw a gray one, so it might have been yours. Yeah, I mean, it's that style too, again, right now. I just don't, you know, you have to think about what are people doing in their life and what do they need and why do they need it or why do they want it? And I don't know, that style is just kind of whatever. Fran, yes, that's me on both IG and Posh. Yes, I knew I recognized the name. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Rose. It is not morning here. It's almost 2 o'clock. Where are you? California? California, maybe. Nina, reseller mama, I know you too. Yay, I made it to a live. Good to see you. I recognize you from Instagram. It's so cool. Like I will say, it's not that I don't pay attention. It's just there's a lot of usernames of things that I consume, and then comments on YouTube and comments on Instagram. So I never know where, but I do, like, things do ring bells. So it's not like if I never address you, like I recognize you, I apologize, but I do see the patterns over time. It just takes me a little while because there's a lot of usernames. Wendy Knudsen, I have a few dress pants. I hope that you have good luck selling them. Maybe I just never learned the right keywords or the right kinds of fits or whatever. I don't know, but dress pants were never my happy place. Hi, joining in late, but happy to catch the end of it. That's awesome. You can always catch the replay. All of the tips and like super duper content were up front, so they are there for you anytime. Beth, my arms hurt too in the dress racks. Does anyone else have that where the dresses are so high because I guess they're trying to account for the maxi ones. They don't want to put up two different kinds of racks or whatever. I get that, but it's like they're so jam-packed full of stuff. All the Angie, right? That brand Angie. It's like all the Angie. And of course, you know, the Old Navy long skinny maxi dress with the tie-dye stripes horizontally. Like I can just tell you exactly everything that's on that rack that I pass by over and over again. And it may not be the same one, but it's generally speaking, those kinds of things. Like, okay. Soma is also, no way. Oh, I did not know that. Soma is also owned by the company. Outlet is good, but product not the same quality unless the sales racks that is usually pulled from the stores. So most of the time I did shop like the clearance section in the back. Like I would just go straight to the back and see if there was anything I liked there. And if I did, then I would get it from there. And then if not, along the sides of our outlet, sometimes they'd have like 2 for something or 3 for something. And then I would get like, you know, your basic tops and stuff like that. But oh man, I love White House Black Market so much. I like Soma. I feel like Soma is not what it used to be on the resale market, because it used to be Soma was like all to die for. And now I've had some pieces where I'm like, no, nothing, nobody, not interested. Okay. So I think I sent a couple things to ThredUp that were Soma because I wanted to just see, and I didn't even get that much money for it there. It is so soft. So if it's like something that was my size, I would keep it for myself. But oftentimes I don't find anything that's my exact size. But I did not know that about Soma. That is interesting. Thank you. I like knowing that stuff. I don't know why. I just find it very interesting. Like what companies are related that you wouldn't think about. Yes, too high on the rack, and it's packed. It's the packed rack that drives me crazy. Yes, reseller problems. Any thoughts about the Flip app? I've seen it. I've like clicked on it. I don't get it. I haven't done it. I mean, I guess I generally understand it. I don't have an issue getting things right now. I have my own setup. So I don't know that I would venture into trying it. You know, the thing that they have on there, like you have to be approved, I think. It's like, I don't, you know, you want me to come and spend my money somewhere, but yeah, I have to be approved. That kind of tactic doesn't like fly with me. So I don't know. I don't have an opinion or a comment on it. I've seen it. I'm not attracted to it. It's not pulling me in. It's not drawing me in. So I don't have anything to say on it, but if somebody has experience with it, let us know, and I'll, you know, say it out loud in the live here. You can get awesome sales at regular Soma. For me, not to sell. Interesting. Okay, I'm out of the loop. Been working my full-time job. What is this ThredUp club you speak of? So I have my Poshmark boutique course on the platform called Teachable. And so you can pay a one-time fee, get access to the course, take the course, self-paced, and you have lifetime access to it, and teaches you how to run a profitable Poshmark boutique. And it's super detailed and it's awesome. And that was the first course I created, and it was awesome. And it's still available. But then I took the ThredUp course from Chriselle, who's amazing, and she turned me on to ThredUp. She turned me on to courses. I think the girl's wonderful. I was an affiliate for her. As a result of knowing her, I have made lots of money, whether it's on ThredUp, you know, now probably close to $15,000 on ThredUp or more. You know, I made thousands of dollars from recommending her courses. And then I started making my own courses. And so that's as a result of her. So I'm super in debt to her. So I took her ThreadUp course. She made a follow-up to it, but then she said she wasn't going to make any more ThreadUp content, which I totally understand because it's spotty, right? It's hit or miss. It rubbed a lot of resellers the wrong way. We don't know what's going on with it. But I was making ThreadUp content on my channel and then noticed that my channel was kind of going downhill. Not that it was at the highest of peaks, but for me, things started to go down when I started to also have ThreadUp content. So I stopped making the ThreadUp content and just stuck with Poshmark. Since then, my channel has been doing better. And so I'm really grateful for all of you and for all the support you give me to make that happen. I'm getting to the ThreadUp thing. So I stopped making ThreadUp content, but I'm still on ThreadUp and I'm still making buckets of money on ThreadUp. So I said, you know what? I bet you I can make a course, not stepping on Chriselle's toes. I already talked to her about it. She gave approval. She's now my affiliate. I didn't ask for approval, but out of common courtesy, I wanted to let her know that I was thinking of doing this. And we talked about it. Okay. So I have ThreadUp Club. It's an ongoing club. It's not just a static course where I put up lessons once and then it's over. And then you can have access to it whenever. It's actually, I keep adding content to it every Friday, multiple videos most of the time. And I'm putting on there all my what sold payouts for the week, every single one, the good, the bad, the ugly, what I'm sending in. So like a haul video of everything I'm putting in the box to send in, the price changing videos for every box of what they priced it at and what I'm able to price it at without any penalties or fees given the changes. And then lots and lots of tips videos. Like anytime I come up with like a hack or a strategy to make my money go faster, to not pay a fee, to make more money, what I'm sending, like all these kinds of tips that I'm developing, I put them in the tip section. And then I have a Q&A area where every month we're in there and people ask questions and I respond daily. And then you can go and read all the people's questions. So it's like a club. I guess it's a lot of content ongoing and it's like a club in that it's not just a static course. I'm guaranteeing it through August of this year because I have a sneaking suspicion that ThreadUp may make more changes. And if they do, it might not be viable for me anymore. And so how can I have a ThreadUp club if I can't sell on ThreadUp anymore? Right now, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing great. I've adapted to their new system and I'm doing awesome. And I'm sharing everything in the club in an ongoing real-time way. But at some point, I have to say, I can't, keep having a club if I'm not selling on there anymore. So I said, by August, I'll reevaluate. If I'm still selling on ThreadUp, I'm going to keep the ThreadUp club going. But if for some reason I can't sell on ThreadUp anymore, then I'll end the club in August. So right now it's still March. You have 6 months. You have access to all the content that I put up from now till then. You pay one-time fee and that's it. And even if I keep the club going past August, you won't pay again. You just keep going with it, just like I'll keep going with it. So it's just a one-time fee. I have a discount code, I think, down. I don't know if I changed it to the new code. Check my Instagram. There's a discount code in my Instagram posts. That's the most current. So it's $47 and then there's a discount code as well. And you can join the club and get access to all the content, ask as many questions as you want. I keep adding stuff every Friday. So hopefully that was a good explanation. I have a video on it too, if you want to check that out. But it's pretty cool. Everybody's been enjoying it. That's been posting in there that I've noticed. Soma, PJs, and nightgowns are good sellers. Yes, I remember the intimate kind of wear was the good thing. And maybe that's why. Maybe I had like a dress or whatever, and it just wasn't, I don't know. Looking through dresses hurts my arms and shoulders too. I'm only 5'4", LOL. Me too, Fran. Me too. On a good day. Maybe you can get stilts as a write-off, LOL. That's funny. Yes, California, Rose M. That's funny. Julie, love your ThreadUp club. Yay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That is super cool. I appreciate you joining it. I think for a lot of people, it's kind of hard because they've been burned, they've been rubbed the wrong way with ThreadUp. But I'm like, the dog that just won't give up. I said that in my video when I announced it. I'm like, I'm loyal to a fault. And ThreadUp was a great option for me before, and I refuse to let it go because I'm like, there's got to be a way I can still make money here. And I still am. I think I did 900 something dollars in January. And then, that's well after their changes. And then I did like 1,400 in February. We'll see how I shake out in March. Might be around the same, might be a little less. I don't know. We'll see. But every week it's like I get a really great sale and then a couple medium sales and then some lower sales. But, for me, I order in bulk. I'm not hand picking my items. So I know what my cost is and I know what items can work well given the ThredUp payout structure and new changes and everything. And I know what ones can't. And so I just keep feeding them the things that work well, or I'm just trying to liquidate. And the things that don't, I'm selling myself, or I'm selling in another way, reseller boxes, buy, sell, trade store, what have you. So it's all about adapting and overcoming and, choosing to make it work for you or not. And so that's what I share in the club, and kind of what I'm all about in general. Yeah, I mean, I like selling on ThredUp because there's just an amount of sales that just are due to little to no work on my part. And that is just a glorious baseline to have coming in every month, is this chunk of sales that cost me very little time. So it's pretty cool. Melody, yes, short girl problems with the dress rack. That is too funny. It's so funny how like things, like we've touched a nerve now. We all know that it's not just us, it's a thing for everyone. And this is a hot button issue of we're all too short for the dress rack. So we should, I don't know, send a petition to Goodwill and say, lower your dress rack or fill it less. Not that it would ever result in anything, but I think it's pretty funny. So we are almost at 2. And today I definitely want to end right on time, not because I don't want to hang out with you guys, because I definitely do. But my secret project over here, I'm almost done. I recorded 24 videos yesterday. I have a list of 24 videos to record today. And so I am aggressively attacking it. I want to accomplish my goal of finishing this project today. And well, not today. I'm finishing the recording today. Tomorrow I will finish, probably tomorrow or Saturday. And then I will launch it on Sunday. And so if you're on my email list, the email will go out on Sunday. You'll find out about it first and get any special offers on it. So you may want to check that out. What does this say? Oh, we did that one already. Rebecca, quick question about the photos. Do you prefer white background or colored with decorative items? White. White, for sure. And I do talk a lot about this kind of thing in my closet reviews. I have a playlist on the channel with all my closet reviews, so you're always more than welcome to check those things, because a lot of common themes come up throughout the closet reviews, and then some of them obviously it's custom to this person, custom to that person. We all have different problems. But like in general, I do say some of the same things. And a white background is what I prefer because it's what closely more resembles a retail website. And also because Google says that that's what they like better. So I strive for a white background. I hang everything. I don't know if you can. I've done a video on this, but that's kind of hard to see. I have everything hanging with the command hook on white photo paper. There's a link to it down below from my Amazon store, but it's Arctic white paper. Have that slapped up with removable tape so it doesn't hurt my wall. I have the command hook, and then I do a quick edit of the cover photo only with Pick, Tap, Go, the lights on filter, and I feel like that does enough. Yes, I could spend the time to photo room everything and get the background completely taken out, but that's a lot of time. I don't want to do that. And it's really easy with Pick, Tap, Go because on the iPhone, there's like a batch function. And so you can just do all your cover photos like in 2 seconds. And so for me, that's a yes. But for me, photo room, it's just too much. I do it for some items sometimes if I really feel like I need it. But really, I don't want to waste all that time. It's a lot of time. Okay, good. That's what I do. LOL. Yes. I mean, and that's the thing. I'm not totally against if somebody wants to be more creative and they like color, they want the palm tree, they want the cactus, the sign or whatever kinds of things that they do that makes it like their cutesy little branded thing. I'm not opposed to that. It's not my preference. And it's It's not what I like looking at visually when I'm shopping. I think it can get very busy very quickly. People have a hard time editing themselves and looking at things objectively. So like, oh, let me just put this little plant over here. And oh, if I add this little macrame, whatever, I don't even know if that's the right word, like those little hanging, like stringy things. Let me add that over here. And then before you know it, it's like a cluster of stuff that I just cannot visually look at. Like, no. It's not for me. But there are people that like that kind of thing. So, you know, you do whatever works for you. Whatever works, works. That's my little thing. All right, last comment, and then we'll go. Let's see. How do you take good pics of white items on white background? I don't. So I don't really sell. Oh, I have one white item here. I have a couple, actually. That's probably why they're still on the rack. I don't really like dealing with white items. I have, and I will, and I just deal with it. I don't change my whole entire setup because I happen to pick up a white item. You can tell what's the item and what is. I mean, you can go on my, I don't know what I have that's white right now, but like you could go and see. Obviously, if there's a stock photo, that's always, you know, that's always lovely because I know of one that I have off the top of my head. Let's see, color white. Let's see what I got. I have an Athleta top that is a stock photo. Tommy Bahama top that's in white, stock photo. White House black market dress, that's white, that's a stock photo. So here I have a Not Your Daughter's Jeans boho eyelet blouse. And I mean, you're not gonna be able to see it. No, that's a definite. Oh, maybe a little bit this way. Oh, no. Someday I'm gonna learn how this works. No, go to my closet if you want, on my rack, and you can see the white. I mean, you could tell it's a white top. It's a white top on a white background. I don't think that looks too bad. Like, whatever. I don't know. I have another pair of white jeans. That's a stock photo. So apparently I like stock photos of white things. Here's another boho knit cream crop top. You can tell it's there. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to change what I'm doing because I have one white item. I don't know what the alternative is. Do you sell that? I mean, if you're a store where you're naturally like attracted to a lot of white items, and so most of your closet happens to be white items or something, then yes, perhaps you would want to cater more towards a more flattering shot for those white items because it's a big part of what you do. But I don't think in my case that there's that many white items to have a whole second setup or switch what I'm doing. Like, I would never do that. But that's me, and I try to keep things pretty efficient to like I systematize everything. And so I don't like going outside of that when I don't have to. I like to put it in my box, do the box, and then move on from the box. Like, I don't want to fadoodle with a lot of stuff. To me, that's just a lot of wasted time that I don't have. But you could completely approach it differently if it makes business sense for you. I hope that helps, Amy. Amy, Pink Jeep says she has a white sheet and box lighting. Then I do edit with Photo Room. The Photo Room app does a good job of making the white items pop. Okay, so interesting. Yes, because when you have it on a white background versus the stark white background removed, that is different. And that's why the stock photos look good. So, all right, everyone, I'm going to let you go because perhaps I can squeeze out one or two more items on my list here before I have to go pick up Geo. So I wish everyone a great week of sales. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I wish you a great week of sales as I burp on live internet. Excuse me. I wish you a great week of sales. I wish you all of the awesome stuff for this week. I hope you find great things. I hope you can sell lots of bread and butter items. I hope you got something out of this here that will help you better your business, because that is my intention every time I get together with you guys, whether it's on a live or in a video, for us all to learn from each other and for us to better our businesses. So that's my wish for you this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video on your way out. Should say that more often during the video. What else do we need to do? Leave a comment if you want. Check out all the links down in the video description for everything that I recommend or have available for you. And I will see you next time. Bye.